Namaste. Yoga Sutra, Book 2, Sutra 29. Namaste. Tatra Yoganga Nyavataryanante Yamani Yamasan Yamani Yamani Yamasana Prano Yama Pratyahara Tarano Thana Sadm Taya Bangangani. Okay. Yamani Yamasana Prano Yama Pratyahara Tarano Thana Samathayo Chirta Bangangani. Almost. Yamani Yamasana Prano Yama Pratyahara Tarano Tya. Okay, that's where I messed up. Okay. Yamani Yamasana Prano Yama Pratyahara Tarano Thyana Samathayo Shirtva Bangangani. Okay. Yatha Karama Meshwa Manushutva Nam Yatha Karama Meshwa Manushutva Nam Sivarupam Cha Bakushvaya sorry. Number 1. Okay. Oh, okay. Skips the next part. I'm not gonna read the next part. Okay, that's it. Namaste. In this, the aids to yoga are determined. Abstentions and observances, and postures and regulations of the breath, and withdrawal of the senses and fixed attention, and contemplation are the 8 aids. The following up of these must be performed in succession, and what they are we shall describe. Veda next, thank you. Veda, Book 3, Hymn 49. Namaste. Shamsang Mahaminandaram Yasaminam Vishavan Gurushuttayah Somapah Kama Mavyana Yam Sukratum Tishanue Vipavatashitam Kanam Puratranom Janayananta Devah Yam Nu Nakiha Protanasu Savarajam Divitan Darati Nirtamam Harishutvam Inatamaha Satavapirio Ha Shu Shoiha Protujrayang Aminada Yuldasyoha Aminada Yuldasio Sahaban Protusu Taranulnaban Taranulnaiban Bianashi Rodasi Mehanaban Pago na Gare Habio Matinam Pitaba Jaruh Suhabo Bayotah Taltan Dibo Rajasasapurashutva Ultabo Rato na Bayulbasu Pilni Niyutaban Bayulbasu Pilniyutaban Gushapam Pasatan Janitan Suryasya Vipakatan Pagam Tushanueva Bajam Shunam Huvema Makabana Minandra Masaminam Pare Nirtamam Bajasatao Shiranan Bananta Mugura Mutayet Samatasu Knanantam Puratranui Samjitam Tananam Namaste. Great Inandra will I laud, in whom all people who drink the soma have attained their longing, whom passing wise gods, heaven and earth, engendered, formed by a master's hand to crush the Vrutras, whom most heroic, borne by tawny coursers, verily none subdueth in battle, who, reaching far, most vigorous, hath shortened the Dasyu's life with warriors bold of spirit, victor in fight, swift mover like a war horse, pervading both worlds, rainer down of blessings, to be invoked in war like Paga, father, as Tor of hymns, fair, prompt to hear, strength giver, supporting heaven, the high back of the region. His car is Vayu with his team of Vasus, illumining the nights, the sun's creator, like Tishano, he deals forth strength and riches. Call we on Makavan, auspicious Inandra, best hero in the fight where spoil is gathered, the strong who listens, who gives aid in battles, who slays the Vrutras, wins and gathers treasure. Okay. Upanishad next. Chan and Dogyo Upanishad, Book 5, Canada 6. Oops. Here we go. Namaste. Just wanna sorry. One second. There you go. Oh, sorry. Namaste. Prathivi Mava Gautama Ganisadasyan Sampat Eva Samida Gasho Tumo Ratriral Childi Shogangara Ratriral Ratri ralchildi shogungaran. Abanan tarisho, lidisho, radisho. Abanan taradisho, bisapulingangan. Tasaminan nai ganao. Naganao. Tasaminan naganao. Tasaminan nagan. Tasaminan naganao. Devan varsham chubati tasyan ahuteranan nama sampavati iti shashutaha kanandoha. Okay. 질디 숑 라트리 라트리아 질딜 숑강. Yeah. Okay. Namaste. The earth verily, O Gautama, is the sacrificial fire. In this case, the ear is the fuel, space, the smoke, night, the flame, the quarters of heaven, the coals, the intermediate quarters of heaven, the sparks. In this fire, the gods offer rain. From this oblation arises food. Srimad Bhagavatam next. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Namaste. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ekadashotyaya Maitreya Upancham. Namaste. Nishamya Gadatam Evam Roshvinam Tanushvi Turubah. Sananda Tesatram Upasat Puroshiyam. Sananda Tesatram Upasat Puroshiyam. Yananara Yanan Yano Nilmitam. Yananara Yano Nilmitam. Sananti Yamana Etasamina Maya Guhyaka Nilmitah. Kushvipram Vineshul Viduram Kaleshan Chinyanodaye Yatan. Tasyan Shwa Sataram Tanushwi Prayun Jatah. Suvarna Pungan Khan Kalaham Sabah Sasah. Biniha Saratan Abibi Shudati Abibi Shudil Abibi Shuldebi Shadu Balam Abibi Shuldebi Shadu Balam Yatan Banam Pi Marabah Shikanan Duinah Daisetigama Taraih Dasami Daisetigama Taraih Pratane Shali Mukhairi Dasatatah Punoyajana Upadrutah Amapyata Bana Kupitan 우다유타허 수파노무는 나드 타파너 수파노무는 수팔노무는 나드 타파노 수팔노무는 나드 타파노 이바하야허 상탄 पुरुषत्कायरा पिथा बातो मुरथे बाहु रुशिरोथारोदारान निकरतता बाहु रुशिरोथारोदानारान निवरतता बाहुरु sorry, wow, that's where I messed up. Nikarata bahu rushirotaro dan Nikarata bahu rushirotaro dan Ninaya lokam paramalkamanun dolam brajananti nilpidia 야몰 트바레 따사흐 딴 아니야마나나 비비구슈여 구히야까나나가 사시치트나라테나 구히야까나나가 사시치트나라테나 구히야까나나가 사시치트나라테나 부리샤흐 아우트따나 와우 아우트따나파딤 그룹바양 피타마호 마눌자가 노빠갔다흐 살슈이피흐 마누르방짱 알람 파트사티로슈에너 다모드바레너 바프마나에 예나 부누여자나 네타나 바티스트바마나 가차흐 예나 부누여자나 네타나 바티스트바마나 가차흐 부누여자나 네타나 예나 부누여자나 네타나 바티스트바마나 가타흐 가사흐 부누여자나 네타나 바티스트바마나 가사흐 다스마트 꿀로치땀 땅아따 깔마이따트 사드비갈 히땀 깔마이따트 사드비갈 히땀 바톰 야두빠데바나 마라브타스테 그릇다이나삼 야두빠데바나 마라브타스테 그릇다이나삼 바톰 야두빠데바나 마라브타스테 그릇다이나삼 야두빠데바나 마라브타스테 그릇다이나삼 Wow, it's a phenomenon. I'm experiencing some difficulty. I'm experiencing some technical difficulties in my head. Holy crap, you. Vato yadupadevana marabtastekuraitaina. Yadupadevana marabtastekuraitaina sam. 나느베카시야 바라테나 브라상은가 드마하보 브라상은가 드바하보 하타흐 프라툴바타 피타프테나 프라툴바타 피타프테나 드바양은가 프라트르바트살라 나얌 말고 히 사투남 흐르슈이케샤누발티남 야다트마남 파라그그르히암 파슈바드 푸타바이샤남 바이샤사무 파슈바드 푸타바이샤사무 살바 푸타아트마 파베나 푸타바삼 하리파바네 아라티아파 두라라티암 베시노스 따트 파라맘 빠담 사뜨밤 하레라 누티아 따스 따트 뿜사마삐 사뜨밤 하레라 누티아 따스 따트 부삼 뿜사마삐 I might need some medicine. Santavam Hareranuthya Dasatata Pumsamapi. Sorry. What should I do? It's 32 shlokas, something like that. 20 shlokas left. I still have to do Kalki Prana. If I take medicine now, I'm thinking. Yeah, you know what? I'm taking medicine. Give me 1 minute, please. And also, I'm gonna use the restroom too. My body's reacting more violently to Sanskrit recitation right now. Okay. Here you go. Starting from 12 here. Namaste. Santavam Hareranuthya Dasatata Pumsamapi Samamattaha Gatam Devavadiyam Kuratavan Anushikku Shwana Kuratavan Anushikku Shwana Satam Pratam Titikushoyan Karunoyan Maiteriyan Jakilajanan Tushu Samatavana Sarvatama Bhagavan Samanparasi Dati Samanparasanane Bhagavati Purushoha Prakaratai Gunoiha Prakaratai Gunoiha Vimukoto Jiva Nilmukoto Brahma Nirvana Murata Chati Pudaiha Panchapirarabhatairi Oshvita Purusho Panchapirarabhatairi Oshvita Purusho Eva Hi Dayolvyavayat Samampoti Ryotu Ryoshvita Purusho Yoriya Dayolvyavayat Samampoti Ryoshvit Dayolvyavayat Samampoti Ryoshvita Purusho Yoriha Evam Pravaltate Sargaha Satitiha Samyama Evacha Gunavyati Karadrajanan Mayaya Paramatmanaha Nimittamatram Tatrasina Nilgunaha Purushoshapaha Vyakatamidam Veshavam Yatra Pramati Lohavat La Kalvidam Bhagavan Kala Shaktiyan Gunapravahena Vipakta Viryaha Karotya Kaltaiva Nihanantiya Hanantan Jashutva Vipumunaha 칼루 둘비파비앙 둘비 소나는 또는 나 소나는 또는 딱 소나는 또는 딱가라흐 깔로나디라디 그르다 비아야흐 깔로나디라디 그르다 비아야흐 깔로나디라디 그르다 비아야흐 자남 자네나 자나야는 마라야는 무르티요 나는 딱까무 na vai seva pakushosiyan vipakusho evan ban parasya murutiul vishatah samam prajah tam thavamananu namanu tam thavamanamanu thavanantyanishan yatha rajam sianilam bhuta sangankah 아유쇼 빠짜얌 자는 또스 따타이보 빠짜얌 비푸흐 우파피암 라히타흐 스바스토 두허스타시얌 비다타티아사오 깨치트까이마 바다는 티에남 스바파바마마빠레 스바파바마빠레 느르밤 에케 까람빠레 다이밤 뿜사흐 까마무타빠레 아비아크타시야 프라메야시야 나나샤크티요다야시야 자 나바이 지키 슈이탐 따따고 베다타 스바사면 파바무 나 자이테 पुत्राका 프라툴하는 따로 타나다누가흐 비살가다나요스타타 뿜소다이밤 히카라나무 사 에바 비슈밤 스르자티 사 에바바티 하는 띠자 아타피 히아나항은가라는 나지아테 구너깔마피흐 에셔 푸다니 푸다드마 푸테쇼 푸다파바나흐 스바샤크티양 마야양 요거타흐 스르자티아트티 자 파티 자 타메반 무르티요 마무르탐 타타 다이밤 사이바트 마노하페히 자가트 파라야노무 타스마이 발림 비시바스르조 하라는티 가보 야탕 바이 나시 다나야는 뜨리땅흐 다마야는 뜨리땅흐 야흐 만자바이쇼 자나님 뜨밤 비하야 마투흐 사파트니야 바차상 비는 나말마 바남 가타스 타파상 프라티아가쿠쇼마라티아 프라티아가쿠쇼마라디아 바남 가타스 타파상 프라티아가쿠쇼마라티아 레페 물트니 바담 트리로키아흐 다메나 망은가트마니 무쿠타 비그라헤 비아빠 시리탐 닐구너 마케 마쿠쇼라무 닐구너 마케 메카 마쿠쇼라무 아트마나마는 비츠차 비무쿠타 마트마두르디야 스미는 니담 비무쿠타 마트마두르기야 스미는 니담 페다마사트 프라티야테 뜨밤 프라티아가트마니 따당 파가바티야 나는따 나는다 마트람 우빠빠는나 사마스타 샤크땅 우빠빠는나 사마스타 샤크땅 파크팀 비타야 파라맘 샤나카이라 비디아그라는 팀 비파트시아시 마마하미티 브라루타무 Samyachichang Rosham Padaramte Pratipam Shreyasam Parama Shirutena Puyasam Rajana Nagadena Yatamayama Yenopasara Shirta Purushara Lokam Udubijate Purushama Na Buddhasa Tadavasham Gachachedaticha Chanana Payamatmanaha Gachachedichu Gachachedicha Chanana Payamatmanaha Gachachedicha Chanana Payamatmanaha Helanam Girisha Pratul Tanadasyam Girisha Pratul Tanadasyam Devayan Gurutama Yajujak Chaknivan Yajujaknivan Bunyajanan Pratul Knanityamashvitaha Pratul Knanityamashvitaha Pratul Kna. Sorry, I got this. So whenever I'm not pronouncing Sanskrit well, I'm getting human influences. I'm being distracted by humans. It's whatever. Something I'm dealing with. So yeah, I'm sorry I got distracted by humans again. I'm trying to learn how to not influence me. It's really hard. So I don't want my whole study. That's why I get angry. I'm trying to keep. I'm starting to get angry now. I'm trying to not get angry. Because I got, I started doing really well, and then I heard human noises, and I stopped doing well. And, I was in public yesterday, and I got totally destroyed. I have to rebuild myself. I mean, it's a good thing, you experience and you rebuild. But, I get mad because I was doing so well, and then, human noise just, I don't even care if they're well-meaning. I don't even care if they praise me or they curse me. I don't even care. It's just the fact that I got interrupted. In my opinion, from my vantage point of view, I got interrupted, and I have a hard time reciting Sanskrit with humans around me, and yeah, it makes me angry. So I'm gonna take more medicine because that's the only option. So when I take cannabis, it connects me to Prabhupada. So, it helps me to have his abilities when I take cannabis. And I don't like taking it all the time, but I don't want to get angry because I was doing so well, and then I got influenced by humans, and I can't say Sanskrit with humans around me. Okay, I'll be back. All right, so sorry about that. I don't want to repeat what I just read, but it's sad because just before I got distracted, it was perfect. I will give myself an A before I get interrupted. Now it's like a D plus. This is what humans do if you're, a godly person. Even other godly people will disrupt me, and it doesn't matter if they're well-meaning, if they're. It's just the fact that I hear human noises. It messes with my mind. It brings me down to their level, with their vibration of human sounds, and I don't know how to deal with it yet. But the best I can do is take medicine and stop getting angry. Because if you looked at my Sanskrit recitations, whenever I get disrupted, I go like, destroy the whole entire nation of those evil people disrupting my Sanskrit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that anymore. So, all right, just 3 shlokas left. I was doing so well, and then I got interrupted. Namaste. Helanam Girisha Pratul Tanadasya Devaya Gurutama Yajajaknivan Bunyajanan Pratul Knanityamashvitaha Tam Prasadayam Patasashu Sananatiyan Brashayokati Piha Brashirayokati Piha Na Yavana Mahatam Tejaha Kulam No Pipa Vishyati No Pipa Vishyati Evam Seva Yamam Puvaha Bautara Manu Shansya Manu Turubama Tena Pivananditaha Sakamuro Shuipi Svapuram Nyayao. Namaste. It was rough. Jesus. I don't know. Like whenever I hear human noises, I like my heart palpitates and my Sanskrit gets blocked, and it makes me like it's what can I liken it to? It's almost like when you hit a pinky toe on a furniture when you're walking barefoot. That's exactly what it feels like. It's like like what the fuck? And I can't say Sanskrit, and I don't even care if they're well-meaning. Just the fact that they disrupted my Sanskrit it's a curse on them, you know. And I don't want to get angry. Just the fact that I'm getting angry is the Sanskrit getting angry. I'm just getting in the way. Okay, sorry about that. Just I was doing perfect, and then I got disrupted. Okay, here we go. Discourse 11. Maitreya Vanan. On hearing the prayer of the sages who spoke as a vow, Dhruva sipped some water and set to his bowl the missile that had been evolved by the divine sage Narayana. While the missile was being fixed to the bowl, the illusory appearances conjured up by the Guhyakas forthwith vanished in the same way as Nescience and its progeny disappeared at the dawn of wisdom of Vidura. Even as he fixed on his bow the missile evolved by the sage Narayana, there flew from it arrows with shafts of gold and feathers resembling the wings of a swan, and penetrated the enemy ranks like peacocks entering a forest with a terrible noise. Assailed on the battlefield with those sharp-edged arrows, the Punyajanas felt much enraged, and with uplifted weapons darted against Dhruva from all sides, even as serpents would rush at Garuda with their hooves drawn up. As they ran towards him on the field of battle, he tore off with his arrows their arms, thighs, necks, and bellies, and dispatched them to the highest realm, which recluses attain to, carving their way through the sphere of the sun. Dhruva's grandfather, Svayamapuvamanu, was overcome with compassion to see those innocent Guhyakas being killed in large numbers by Dhruva. He arrived along with a number of sages and spoke to the son of Uttanapada. Manu said, "Have done, dear child, with this sinful rage a gateway to hell, sway by which you have slain these innocent Punyajanas. The carnage of innocent demigods which you have embarked upon is not becoming of our race, dear son, for such an act is denounced by the righteous. Indeed, for the fault of one, many have been killed by you because of their connection with the offender, highly perturbed as you were by the death of your brother, whom you loved so dearly, my darling. That one should destroy living beings after the manner of the beasts, taking the body which is external to the mind as one's own self. Surely this is not the way of the righteous who are devoted to the Lord. Having adored Sri Hari above of all living beings, which is so difficult to propitiate, regarding all creatures as your own self, you have secured that supreme realm of Lord Vishnu. Constantly abiding in the thought of Sri Hari and esteemed even by his devotees, how did you perpetrate this reprehensible act, you who ought to instruct others in the ways of the righteous? It is through forbearance, compassion, friendliness, and even-mindedness towards all living beings that the Lord, the Universal Spirit, is thoroughly pleased. And the Lord being thoroughly pleased, a man is rid of three modes of prakriti and of their avolute, the subtle body, and becomes one with the all-blissful Brahma. The male and the female are products of the five gross elements developed in the form of a gross body, and from their copulation spring up other men and women in the world. Thus proceed the creation and preservation as well as the dissolution from a disturbance in the equilibrium of the three gunas, and brought about Thus proceed the creation and preservation as well as the dissolution from a disturbance in the equilibrium of the three gunas, brought about by the Lord's own Maya, O king. As for God, who is free from the three gunas, he serves only as an occasion for the transformation of these gunas. It is due to him that this universe, consisting of both cause and effect, remains in a state of flux, even as iron is set in motion. The Lord's energy is divided. When the equilibrium of the three gunas gets disturbed under the force of his energy known by the name of time. That is how he creates this universe, though remaining a non-doer, and dissolves it even though a non-destroyer. The Lord's energy is indeed hard to conceive. It is the same immortal Lord who, as the time spirit, puts an end to the world, though endless himself, and is the first maker, though himself without beginning. It is he who creates the universe by begetting one individual through another, and dissolves the same by destroying the destroyer himself through death. Equally entering all created beings as death, the Supreme Being treats none as his own or as his enemy. Like particles of dust following a blast, all living beings follow the course of the time spirit, subjected to their own destiny. Time spirit, The all-pervading Lord, whoever remains in his own natural state, cuts short as well as prolongs the life of a living being, a creature of its destiny, though himself immune from such changes. Some speak of him as Kaima, while others call him by the name of nature, O ruler of men. Some refer to him as Kala, others time, others as destiny, while still other people give him the appellation of Kama, desire. No one, dear son, knows the intention of the Lord, who is neither open to sense perception nor to any other means of cognition, and who is the fountainhead of manifold energies. Who then can know the Lord himself, one's own origin? It is not these Yakushas, my child, who slew your brother. It is God alone, dear son, who is responsible for a man's birth and death. It is he who creates the universe, and it is he again who preserves and destroys it. Nevertheless, being free from egotism, he is neither attached to the modes of nature nor to the functions. United with his own energy, known by the name of Maya, he evolves, protects, and withdraws into himself living beings. He who is their ruler and protector, nay, their very self. With all your living, dear son, resort to that divinity alone who is death itself, and immortality, who is the ultimate resort of the universe, and to whom the creators of the world bear offerings, even as oxen controlled by a string pass through their nostrils bear loads. Cut to the quick by the words of your stepmother. You left your mother when a child of 5, and returning to the woods, I'm gonna read that again. Calming down now. I get angry when people disrupt my Sanskrit. Even if they won't mean I don't really fucking care. Cut to the quick by the words of your stepmother. You left your mother when a child of 5, and retiring to the woods, you succeeded in propitiating the Lord by means of your penance and by controlling your senses, and secured an abode higher than the 3 worlds. With your eyes turned inward, seek dear Truva, the Supreme Spirit, who finally stays in a mind With your eyes turned inward, seek dear Truva, that Supreme Spirit, who finally stays in a mind free from animosity, who is devoid of attributes, one, imperishable and ever free, and by whose presence this phenomenal world of diversity, though unreal, appears to exist. Then, by practicing supreme devotion to the immortal Lord, who is the inner controller of all senses, Then, by practicing supreme devotion to the immortal Lord, who is the inner controller of all selves, who is pure and absolute bliss, and is possessed of all powers, you will gradually succeed in breaking asunder the hard knot of ignorance in the shape of I and mine. By dint of your vast learning, O king, curb your anger, which is the greatest impediment to every blessing, even as a disease is controlled with the help of a medicine. May God bless you. A wise man who seeks for himself the state of fearlessness should never allow himself to be overpowered by anger, for people are terribly afraid of the man who is swayed by it. You have committed an offense against Kubera, the friend of Lord Shiva, in that you killed the Yakushas, though under provocation, thinking that it were they who had killed your brother. Propitiate him soon, my child, through submissiveness and polite words, before the anger of the Propitiate him soon, my child, through submissiveness and polite words, before the anger of exalted souls should destroy our race. Having thus admonished his grandson Truva, and greeted by the latter, Savayamunpuva Manu returned to his city along with the sages. Thus ends the 11th discourse in Book 4 of the great and glorious Bhagavata Purana otherwise known as the Paramamsa Samhita. Okay, so I'm still angry. Because I was doing so well. I was immersed in, reciting, and then I got like, poo. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even care. Like, if anybody wants to listen to my Sanskrit, they should do it silently. Like, they shouldn't let me know that they are listening. That defeats the purpose of like, that's like an insult. You're making noise in order to listen to, the speaker. That's an insult. That's like a deeper meaning of why I'm so angry. You're insulting me when you are when you make noises to listen, to state that you're listening to my Sanskrit. The noise, it's human noise. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Humans are ignorant. I don't like it. Okay, gotta keep it on the next. I'm still angry. I don't I don't like that energy. Like, human energy makes me angry. Humans are not intelligent. If you question an intelligent person with a dumb person, the intelligent person will always get angry. Always get angry. They'll always get angry because they're dumb as shit. Anyway. Alright, gotta keep it on the next. I'm gonna try to read it without medicine. Maybe I should take more. I'm gonna take more. If there's an actor playing in public and you wanna watch his show, do you make an announcement like, I'm watching you? Like, do you make that noise? That's an insult to the actor. Anyway, announcing that they're doing something, like, such human thing to do. Humans just wanna, I don't know, they just. An old friend of mine would say, oh, their mothers didn't hug them enough. That might be true, actually. Namaste. Here we go. So I hope I don't get interrupted. Suta upancham kate nirupaganue karekiha padamaya saha simalat shamanpalagram agamande shamanpalagram agamane matim chakre sabasanaya tatah karekera pipra karekera pip. I can't. Yeah, I'm still human. Like, now I'm aware that somebody's gonna make noise. Now I'm like, yeah, there goes 50% of my ability at least. Tatah. So you're gonna hear a lot of broken Sanskrit from now because humans don't know how to speak Aryan Sanskrit because they're human. Tatah karekera piprayam viditvan vasabasat barane. Vishvakaimanama huya pachanan chedam apuravit inandran uvancham Vishvakaimana shamanpaletevam guru hodiana tato katutvitam guru hodiana tato katutvitam Prasada Haimia Samambatam Rachaya Sivana Sanchaya Iha Ratna Sapatuika Vaidurya Nana Manui Vinilmita Iha Ratna Sapatuika Vaidurya Ratna Sapatuika Vaidurya Nana Manui Vinilmita Iha Ratna Ratna sapatuika vaiduriana manoi binil mitaiha tatraiban shiripanai puniyam tavan yachuchan sati tat guru Shrutyavan Harevacho Vishvakaima Shaima Nijam Samarana Shaman Pale Kamala Shasyam Sivasatyan Dipramukhan Grohan Hamsasima Punal Supalnodi. Sorry. Hamsa, where is it? Hamsa Simha Supalno Dimu Hamsa Simha Supalno Dimukam Shichakre Sa Vishvakarata Upari Ta Naknaba Ta Yamanoharad Ta Paknaba Ta Yamanoharad. Yeah, no. Ta Paknaba Ta Yanamanoharad. Nana Banalato Diana Saroba Pishu Shopitaha Nana Banalato Diana Saroba Pishu Pitaha Pisu Shopita Nana Banalato Diana Saroba Pisu Shopitaha Nana Banalato Diana Saroba. Yeah, I don't like humans. Get me away from humans, please, God. Let me live on Mars if it has, all the necessities. Please. Na banalato diana saroba pi sushopitaha. Na banalato diana saroba pi sushopitaha. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks because now I'm aware of humans, they make stupid fucking noises. I don't know why. Every time I do Sanskrit. I can't give it my 100% concentration because, I gotta fucking be aware of fucking humans. Namaste. Na banala to diana saroba pi sushopitaha. Shaman palashe ja pavat. Kalkeria tenendra siya marabati. Kalkisutu simhalad devibad bahiha senaganoi bertaha diakatvan karumatim kule batotera karot setitim purohadra tasutu kamudian sahitaha snehakatarah padmayan sahitaya samai padmanataya vishnove Dadao Gajana Mayutam Lakusham Mukhyancha Bajinam Ratanam Cha Divishasaram Dasinam Diveshate Mudam Tatatavan Basamsi Ratanani Pakati Sneha Shiruvochanah Dayalmukha Balokananam Na Chakat Giyadiritum Mahavishnu Damampati Tao Prasatapya Punaragatao Pujitao Kalki Padma Pyam Nijakarumatim Purim Kalkisatu Jalateramampo Vigahya Protanaganoiha Param Jigamishum Durashartavan Jamambukam Sistamam Pito Pavat Jalasatamam pamata lokia karakiha sabalabahanaha prayayao payasam rasharupari shri nikatanaha katavan param shukam praha yahi me shamam palalayama Vishivakamakaratam yatra devaraja jinyaya bahu Sadhaman samba tamamalam matapriyatam sushopanama tatrapi pitrul jinyati nam sivasati bruyang yatochitama yadatranganga vibahadi Saivam Bakutum Devamahasi, sorry. Pashichadu, sorry. Oh, how long is this? Oh, it's really long. Pashichadu Yami Gurutas Debatais Dama Gurutas Batais Debamada Gurutas Batais Dam Gurutas Batais Deba Gurutas Batais Gurut Pashichand Yami Gurutas Betais Bamadao Yahi Shaman Palama Karakel Bachana Ma Kalnuya Kiro Tirasitato Yayao Akashagami Salvajinya Shaman Palam Surapujitama Sabata Yojana Bisutil Nam Jatul Valnuya Jana Kulama Surya Rashmi Pratikasham Prasada Shatta Shopitama Prasada Shatta Shopitama Prasada Shatta Shopitama Saibaltu Sukhadam Ramyam Shamampalam Bihuvalovishat Yeah, it's making me mad. Guruhanantaram Durashatava Prasadadapi Jamambaram Bananantaram Tatra Vrakushonantaram Vrajana Shukaha Sa Vishnu Yashasaha Sadanam Buddhito Vrajat Tam Katavam Ruchirala Paiha Kathayitvam Priyaha Katham Kalikera Gamanam Praha Simhalat Padamaya Saha Tatasatavarana Vishu oh wow, they spelled it wrong. Vishnu Yashaha Samanaya Prajajanana Vishakayu Papu Balam Katayamasa Haishwitaha Sa Raja Karayamasa Puragrama Dimananduitama Savanakumam Paiha Sadaman Popiha Buritaishi Janandanoku Shwitaiha Buritaishi Janandanoku Shwitaiha Kala Guru Sugananta Tuil Di Pala Jang Kuraku Shataiha. I could pass that, but yeah, I don't like it when humans let me know that they're listening, you know. They should fucking listen without making fucking noise. Why are they disrespecting me? Why are they fucking disrespecting me, you know? I don't fucking understand. Why are they disrespecting me when I'm reciting fucking Sanskrit? I don't fucking understand. I mean, you have to be a criminal to, you know, bother me when I'm reciting Sanskrit. And it's really sad if the person turns out to be a criminal. That's, you know, maybe that's another thing why I'm mad. Because you know, somebody getting mad at Sanskrit is not a normal phenomenon. It means that they're criminals, period. They're either murderers or rapists or really, really bad thieves. Yeah, so, you know, this is not a like this is not an everyday literature. This is not like something you go, oh, I'm bored, I'm gonna read Sanskrit today. No, this is like you make the world, you break the evil, that kind of thing. So if anybody's like disrupting me, that person there's a large chance that that person is either a murderer or a rapist. Do I want to deal with that? I don't know. I don't want to. No fucking way. I don't want to deal with that. Somebody above me just passed away. I remember saying, if anybody's messing with my Hare Krishna mantra, that person might die. Nobody listens to me. Now, Sanskrit can kill you if you're a murderer or a rapist. Period. It's a non-violent weapon for evil, against evil. Sanskrit is a non-violent killing weapon against evil and evil people. So, all right, continuing. Kala guru suganan ta tuyel di la jang gora kushatai he. Kala guru suganan ta tuyel. Kala guru suganan ta tuyel di la jang gora kushatai he. Kusumai he. Sukumarai shichan. Naman papuga palana bitaihe. Shashupe shamampala gramo vibudhanam manoharahe. Tam karakihe pravishad bhimasanaganabi lakushonohe. Bhimasanaganabi lakushonohe. Kamini nayana nananda manandi. Kamini nayana nananda manandi rangangahe. Kamini nayana nananda manandi rangangahe. Krupanitihe. Padmaya sahitahe pitruhe. Padayohe. Pranotopatat. Sumatil muditan. Putram. Sunushwam, Shakaram, Shachi Mivam, Tadroshe, Tuvamara Batiam, Purnakama Ditiha Sati, Shamampalagramanagari, Pataka Tvajashalini, Avarota Sujakhanam. Prasada Pipulasatani Mayura Chukan Hamsa Sangan Kahara Manohara Patava Sodio Tatu Mavasana Kokila Sevana Saha Sagopura Mukhi Pama Netra Yatangangana Karekim Patim Gunavati Prapya Reje Tami Shivaram Sereme Padmayan Tatra Vashapu Ganaja Shrayahe Shamampale Vihubala Karahe Karekihe Karekabina Shanahe Karekibina Shanahe Kabehe Patani Gamakalam Sushvube Parameshatwinayo Purohatakil Tati Purohad Bangahu Mahabala Parakramao Purajinyasya Sanunatil Payang Tasyang Putrao Bapuvatuhe Nyajinya Vijinyao Saibaloka Pujitao Vijitanandriyao Sumanantara Kasatu Maliniam Janayama Shasanam Pegavanantam Satunam Deva Beta Vupakarakao Deva Beta Vupakarakao Tatahe Kalki Shitya Padumayam Jayo Vijaya Evacham Devao Putrao Janayama Sa Lokakhyatao Mahabalao Etaiha Parivuruto Matiaiha Salvasamam Patasa Manam Bitao Salvasamam Patasa Saman Manam Bitao Salvasamam Patasa Manam Bitao Majimeta Bita Nalta Mudiatam Bitaram Prapuha Sami Kushuya Karakiha Provancha Bita Mahamive Shivaraha Bita Mahamive Shivaraha Disham Palan Vijityaham Tananya Haratia Ityuta Kara Yeshuya Miyashiva Metam Yami Digubajaya Poha Kara Yeshuya Miyashiva Metam Yami Digubijaya Poha Iti Pranomiyatam Prityan Karakiha Parapuranjayaha Senaganoiha Parivrotaha Prayayao Ki Kita Purama Buddhatalayam Suvipulam Veda Taima Bahi Shakuratam Veda Taima Bahi Shakuratam Petra Deval Jana Hitam Hi Petra Deval Jana Hinam Petra Deval Jana Hinam Paraloka Vilopakam Dehatma Bahulam Kulajati Vibaljitam Tanaiha Sutri Pilpakushuya Pojaiha Tanaiha Sutri Pilpakushuya Pojaiha Sivapara Pedada Shinama. Oh, I need to. They added something. Why would you add anything? I don't understand. Na janai, because they don't speak Aryan Sanskrit. That's why. Yeah, there's a difference between Sanskrit and Aryan Sanskrit. You know, if you know Sanskrit, don't assume that you know Aryan Sanskrit. You don't know shit about Aryan Sanskrit. You know, oh, I know that language. I want to, you know. Oh, he thinks it's such, you know. That's so human. If you're gonna listen to me reciting Sanskrit, don't make a fucking noise. And if you're making noise, you know, God help you, because you're automatically cursed. And I had nothing to do with it. But I'm having something to do with it because it's making me angry. As soon as it's not making me angry, I don't know, somebody else may die. I don't know. The Sanskrit, it's a dangerous language for evil people. It's a blessing for good people, and it kills evil people. Aryan Sanskrit, not just Sanskrit. If you know Aryan Sanskrit, you still don't know shit about Aryan. If you know Sanskrit, you still don't know shit about Aryan Sanskrit. Na janaiha parivratam pana pojana tataparaiha shrutavanga jino Nijaganoiha Karakera Gamanam Gurutan Akushohi Nui Pyam Sahitaha Samba Puba Purada Bahiha Rajarathaturagaiha Samachitan Puha Kanakapi Pushana Pushuitai Varangangaiha Shatarati Piltr Shatarati Piltr Shatarati Piltrata Sutra Shatraiha Shasatraiha Shatarati Piltrata Sutra Shasatraiha Tubajapatara Jini Tubajapatara Jini Varita Baiba Pau Tubajapatara Jini Varita Tapai Nop. Almost finished. Tubajapatara Jini Marita Tapai Bap Bapo papao. Tvaja patara jini bari da dapai bapao. Tvaja patara jini bari da dapai bapao. Tvaja patara jini bari da dapai bapao. Time. Namaste. It's really rough because I'm, paying attention to humans because they make noises. If they make noise, especially when I'm reciting Sanskrit. That's really bad news. That means, they're guilty of something. Maybe hopefully it's all in my mind. Maybe hopefully it's not reality, but experience tells me otherwise. So I don't know. Iti Shri Kalki Purano Bhagavate Bhavishuye Dviti Yamshe Buddhatanigrahe Ki Katapura Gamanam Nama Shashutotyayah. Maybe I'll share with my landlord about my YouTube channel, so he doesn't get scared every time I'm reciting Sanskrit. Maybe that's, I have to warn him, I get angry in the video a lot. Yeah, that's what I'll do, because every fucking time, especially when I'm doing so well, it's just the person freaks out. Has to make a noise. Oh, I'm paying attention to you. Okay, and you broke 99% of my concentration. My Sanskrit is gonna sound stupid, like a little baby reciting Sanskrit. Am I happy about it? No. Why am I so angry about it? I don't know. I don't want to be angry. It has to do with Sanskrit. Maybe it was Prabhupada. Maybe he had anger issues too. Prabhupada may have had anger issues, especially when it came to Vedic teachings. So, some things are not arguable kind of thing. I don't know. But, so if somebody says, oh, this is allowable, he'll probably go you stupid human. That's probably what's happening now. I don't want to be angry, so it must be Prabhupada. It must be my past self getting angry. Would you interrupt Prabhupada when he's reciting Sanskrit? No, you'll be completely quiet. You wouldn't make a single fucking noise if Prabhupada was reciting Sanskrit. So, by somebody disrupting my Sanskrit is saying that, who do you think you are? You're not Prabhupada. So it's an insult. And the person is a criminal. It goes hand in hand. Evil people do evil things. You could only find apple from apple trees. Okay. I hope they get the idea even before I talk to them. I'm going to let them know about my YouTube channel, but I also warn them about my curses and all that stuff, because I get interrupted all the time. But I think it's better that I tell them about my YouTube channel so that they have an idea and just not get scared, especially if they have some knowledge of Hinduism or Vedic religion, as they claim they do. I don't trust anything like that anymore, especially with modern humans. You'll never know, especially if they say, I'm a religious person. Okay, stay the fuck away from me, unless you're Satan. I'm a religious person, but I'm Satan. Yeah, my question is, would you, with humans, if somebody who knows Prabhupada, would they have made noise if Prabhupada was reciting Sanskrit? No, they'll be completely quiet. And the fact that anybody's making noises who thinks that they know about Sanatana Dharma or claim to know, that's that's really bad. That's hypocrisy. Borderline hypocrisy. There you go. That's the truth. It's a borderline hypocrisy. Well, because I don't look like Prabhupada? How monkey are you? You decide everything on the surface? How monkey are you? You don't believe that I could be anything, I could have anything to do with Prabhupada. Why? Because of my looks. That's so fucking animalistic and monkey-like. I don't know, I can't say certain words on YouTube. But yeah, Namaste 때 Suta said, "Oh, he doesn't look like Prabhupada, so let's insult him." Like that's like asking for death. Suta said, on departure of the kings, Kalki decided to leave for his own city, Shamampala, from Simhala, along with Padma and the army. Then, learning about the intention of Kalki, Inindra hurriedly summoned Vishvakaima and requested. Inindra said, "O Vishvakaima, please erect in Shamampala houses studded with gold, gems, crystal, sapphires, etc., gardens, skyscrapers, temples, and royal palaces crowded with people. Please display your whole expertise there." Hearing these words of Inindra, Vishvakaima, the builder of all, accepted this as a command and created houses decorated with the auspicious signs of Svasdikas, swans, lions, and Garuda's faces, and made windows on top to keep them cool in Shamampala for Lord Vishnu. Shamampala of Kalki was looking splendid with forests, creepers, gardens, lakes, and tanks with stairs just like Amaravati of Inindra. Surrounded by the army of Kalki, leaving Karumati encamped on the beach of the ocean outside Simala Island. Overflowing with affection for his daughter and son-in-law, Brihadrata with his wife Gamudi presented Vishnu, the spouse of Lakushami, 10,000 elephants, 1 lakh horses, 2,000 chariots, and 200 maids. Having presented clothes and jewels, King Brihadrata, with tearful eyes full of affection, kept gazing on their faces without being able to utter a word. After being venerated by Kalki and Padma, both King Brihadrata and his wife Gamudi bade farewell to the great Vishnu couple, meaning Vishnu in the form of Kalki and Padma in the form of Lakshmi. I think they added words. You're not supposed to do that. Both of them returned to their city, Karumati, from Simala. Kalki, having taken a dip in the waters of the ocean along with the army, was astonished to see a jackal also eager to go across. Seeing the water calm, Kalki, along with the army and vehicles, crossed over the sea. On reaching across, he told the parrot to go to his abode in Shamampala, where Vishvakaima, on orders from Inindra, had built many populated, clean, and beautiful palaces for his wife Padma. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna chant Arjuna Kalki mantra next. That's my savior now. There, please convey auspicious words to my parents and relatives, and oh dear, tell them in detail whatever has happened here, including our marriage. First you go to Shamampala, and then I will follow with others. Hearing Kalki's words, the wise and omniscient parrot by the sky went to Shamampala, which was highly regarded even by the gods. The city of Shamampala, which was spread over 7 yojanas and consisted of population belonging to all 4 castes, and was looking splendid with hundreds of palaces shining like the rays of the sun and comfortable in all seasons, astonished the parrot as he entered the city. Flying from one palace to the other, from there into the sky, from one garden into the other, from one tree to the other tree, the parrot reached the house of Vishnu Yasha happily. Reaching there, he narrated many pleasing details in very cordial conversation. He also gave information about the arrival of Kalki along with Padma from Simala Island. An ecstatic Vishnu Yasha called upon King Vishakayupa and citizens and gave them the news. Vishakayupa got the city and the villages decorated with golden pitchers filled with scented sandal water. Thereafter, with the terrifying army, the most handsome Kalki, looking extraordinary, pleasing the eyes of the beautiful ladies of the city, and the ocean of kindness entered the Shamampala. Kalki, along with Padma, touched the feet of his parents. A happy Sumati gazed at her own son and the daughter-in-law in the same way as the wishful and righteous Aditi looks at Inindra and Shachi in Amaravati. The city of Shamampala, decorated with flags and banners, having found Kalki as its protector, was jubilant like a beautiful, meritorious woman on seeing her husband. The city shone with harem-like beautiful, slim-waisted, curvaceous lady, palace-like breasts, peacock-like nipples, swan-like necklace, fragrant smoke-like clothes, nightingale-like voice, and city gates-like smile. The respite of Maya, destroyer of Kali. Lord Kalki spent many years enjoying life with Padma in Shamampala and forgot everything else. Kamakala, the wife of Kavi, the elder brother of Kalki, begot 2 very pious, strong, and valorous sons named Brahakilti and Brahadabahu. Sanamati was the wife of Prajinya. She begot Yajinya and Vijinya, 2 self-controlled sons who were worshipped by all. Sumanantaraka, with his wife Malini, begot two sons, Shahasana and Begabananta, who were the benefactors of gentlemen. Kalki from Padma fathered two famous and very strong sons, Jaya and Vijaya. Surrounded by all these ministers and full of prosperity, Kalki, on binding his father, eager for horse sacrifice, said to him, O father, I will conquer the protectors of directions. Bring wealth, and then you can conduct the horse sacrifice. Hence I leave for world conquest. Thus having affectionately saluted his parents, Kalki, the conqueror of cities of the enemies, entered Ki-Kato city with his armed forces. Kalki reached the Ki-Kato city, which had huge monasteries populated with non-believers of Vedas, non-worshippers of ancestors and gods, and who had no regard for the other world. Kalki entered the city of Ki-Kato, where people believed body to be the soul without being cognizant of lineage or caste, without discrimination in wealth and ladies, and without distinction in eatables or pleasurable. Kalki entered the city of Ki-Kato, where people believed body to be the soul without being cognizant of lineage or caste, without discrimination in wealth and ladies, without distinction in eatables or pleasurable. On hearing the arrival of Kalki, along with the armed forces in the city of Ki-Kato, populated with people who were engrossed only in materialistic pleasures, Jina, in anger, came out of the town with his two Akoshohinui armies. It's 21,870 chariots, 21,870 elephants, 65,610 horses, and 109,350 foot soldiers. The earth was ornamented with elephants, chariots, and horses, thousands of warriors adorned with gold ornaments on their splendid bodies, bearers of various armies. The earth was ornamented with elephants, chariots, and horses, thousands of warriors adorned with gold ornaments on their splendid bodies, bearers of various arms and weapons on their chariots, and with rows of banners of cloth capable of blocking the heat of the sun. Thus ends the 6th chapter of the second part of Sri Kalki Purana, relating to future happenings with reference to the lore, entitled Buddha-Tanigrahe Ki Kata Puragamanam. Okay. The arrival of Kalki. I didn't translate it. Buddha-Tani. Oh yes, I'll just go by this. It has a completely different title. Vishwakama reconstructs the village of Shambhala, the arrival of Lord Kalki. It's nothing pertaining to that in Sanskrit. They made it up. Okay. Namaste. That's it. Sorry about today. I was doing perfect, and then I got disrupted, and my Sanskrit ability went 90% down. Always, it's all, who's detrimental? What creature is detrimental to Sanskrit? Humans. Thank you. Have a good day. Namaste. Evil humans can kill Sanskrit. No, they can't kill it. It's not a creature. But yeah, Sanskrit can kill evil people. Sanskrit is a language. It's not a weapon. Thank you. But yeah, it could kill evil people. Namaste. Have a good day.